What's up, Bills Mafia? I got the Bills players whose stock went up and those who went down following the Buffalo Bills thrashing over the Miami Dolphins 48-20 this past Sunday. But before we get to that, let's get to that intro.
This is PZ Music.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you. Well, Bills Mafia, I got the players whose stock went up and those who went down following the Buffalo Bills win over the Miami Dolphins 48-20 this past Sunday. So, without further ado, once again, shout out to Bills Wire for creating this article. All right, let's see who they got. Stock up. First up is Josh Allen. And by the way, they had stock down last week. Totally disagree with Bills Wire on that one. Anyways, Allen knew that the Dolphins were coming to town fresh off scoring 70 points and knew that he had to have a great offensive game in Buffalo if Buffalo was going to keep pace. He did that and then some. Allen was 21-25 for 320 yards and 4 touchdowns, while adding in a rushing score to total 5 touchdowns altogether. Allen had a day, boy. And you know, it's not really a surprise. Like, Allen is that dude. Allen is very, very good quarterback. He's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. And he gets a lot of hate, which is really surprising because he's a really good dude as far as just how he presents himself. He's not a cocky quarterback. He makes mistakes like a lot of quarterbacks do, but he's one of the best out there in the NFL. The guy can make plays that most quarterbacks can't. There's only a few, honestly, plays that other quarterbacks can make. And really, honestly, I would say maybe Mahomes. It's between Mahomes and Allen, who can do things that no other quarterback in the NFL can do, in my opinion. And Allen, once again, proved to the world, to the NFL, that he should be considered one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. He had a bad week 1, no doubt about it, but he has bounced back since. He only had 1 turnover, 1 interception since week 1. He had a perfect quarterback rating in this game, and he just plays smart, efficient football. And you know, that's what we want to see from Allen. He took off when he needed to. He didn't put this team in harm's way at any point in this game. Just really, really good football from Josh Allen. By the way, Josh Allen has played very good football against the Miami Dolphins. He really owns the Miami Dolphins. So yeah, shout out to Josh Allen. Stock up, no doubt about it. Stock down, James Cook. Cook did have a rush touchdown in this one, his first of the season. But other than that, his performance on the ground was non-existent. He had 12 carries for 29 yards, 2.4 yards per carry, and his longest run went for just 8 yards. With that being said, Cook did have 1 catch for 48 yards for his only explosive play of the game, as Miami sought to stop the run and had success stopping Cook. See, I disagree with this one. I don't know if I would put stock up or stock down for James Cook. Right here is just one of those where you just leave off the list. They mentioned the 48-yard reception. That was a huge point of the game. And James Cook and Josh Allen just read each other off that. That was not a design play. James Cook did the right thing and just read off Josh Allen's body language, really. You know, that was a scramble drill. And, you know, James Cook could have read it wrong and thought Josh was going to run and just stay still or go for, maybe go block somebody, but he didn't. He read Josh Allen's eyes. He understood what Josh Allen wanted to do, and he took off and got a big reception. Yards wise, yeah, it wasn't the best on the ground, but that's going to happen from time to time. And the fact that they still ran him 12 times, I'm good with. If you could get the running back, your main running back anywhere between, 12 and 15 carries, that's a decent day. I don't care because you open up the play action. Defenses have to respect the running attack. And I expect him to bounce back and have a better game moving forward. But sometimes defenses will have their day against you, and the Dolphins did have their day against James Cook, at least on the ground. But once again, that helped the rest of the offense out by just him carrying the ball 12 times. So I don't know if I put him in a stock down. I kind of disagree with that one. All right, let's see who's next. Stock up, wide receiver Stephon Diggs. Hell yeah. Diggs was incredible again for the Bills as he completely took over the game for Buffalo along with Allen. Diggs caught 6 of 7 passes for 120 yards and 3 touchdowns, including a 55-yard score in which he broke 2 tackles on his way to the end zone. Diggs seemed to be in a different mode in this one, along with his quarterback. Yeah, man, Diggs is that dude. Plain and simple. Diggs is that dude. He's one of the best route runners, if not the best route runner in the NFL. Week after week, he proves that. And he just owned the Dolphins today. He did everything right. And I heard a lot of, a lot of comments about their cornerback, whatever his name is, Kuhu, whatever his name is, that it would, if they had a better corner, stop it. Stop with the excuses. I don't care who you had in there. You could have Jalen Ramsey back, and Diggs would have absolutely destroyed him as well. Go back, like I said, week 1 last year, Jalen Ramsey with the Rams. He made Ramsey look dumb, and he would have made him look dumb this game. Diggs constantly goes against the best of the best week in, week out on defenses. And he usually wins. So to say because your certain player is no good, that's not our fault. And it doesn't matter. Even if you had your best on him, Diggs is still going to do his thing. So yeah, he is that dude, and definitely stock up. His stock's way up anyways, right? It's always up. Stock down, tight end Dawson Knox. It should be noted that it's hard to find negatives for a team that wins 48-20. However, Knox will be one of those players in this game that did not have much of an impact in the game. He did see just one target. It was a 12-yard catch, and most of that catch could be attributed to Allen not throwing that much in the game overall. The Bills will need bigger games out of Knox as the season goes on. I agree in a way. He didn't get a lot of balls thrown his way, but he needs to get a little bit more involved in the offense. And I don't know if that's a scheme thing. So I don't. That's another tough one because if you don't get the opportunity to make a play, maybe it's not on him. There's only so many people you can throw the ball to, right? Like in a course of a game, right? So I don't know, but he does need to. I need to see more out of Dawson Knox this season for sure because he's paid like one of the top tight ends in the league, right? He got a good payday last season, so we definitely need to see a little bit more. Matter of fact, we need to see more from both tight ends. We need to see a little bit more from Dalton Kincaid as well. I think both tight ends need to step up a little bit more because we will need them, in certain games. So they need to show up. But I don't know if this is totally his fault on this one for having only 12 yards. All right, next up, stock up Micah Hyde. He's the man. Hyde was all over the field in this game against the Dolphins, and as such, he played a big part in Miami's quarterback Tua struggling against the Bills defense. Hyde picked off Tua once, and he played a huge role in limiting how many big plays that Tyreek Hill was able to create in this one. Yeah, I agree, man. Micah Hyde is a dog, man. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says about his age or whatever. I wish the Bills would figure a way to extend him at least another season until we get his replacement. And maybe that's DeMar. Who knows? But for now, I would love to see him back in Buffalo for at least another season or two because I still think he has it, man. I still think he has plenty in the tank to help this defense. And just love the guy, man. He's a great guy on the field and off the field. And what more can I say about Micah Hyde? All right, stock down, AJ Epinesa. Here's another one I really don't agree with. Epinesa making the list is to show that he is one of the most important players on the Bills defensive line, and as such, he has to be more of a factor. Even in a dominant win like this one could argue that he's doing his part to occupy his man so that other Bills players could apply the pressure in Miami's Tua. However, Buffalo simply needs more from Epinesa as the season continues. Yeah, I do agree in a way, but I don't think stock down. I don't. I thought he put pressure on Tua. You're not going to always get home, and you know, just the fact that he was pressuring Tua, that he was, getting Tua to escape in different directions to get, to help out other Bills players make the tackle or make the sack. Um, you know, to me, I'm good with. Um, and I think AJ Epinesa has had a decent season so far. I don't think he's had a great season, but I think he's playing pretty well. By the way, it's his contract season. So he's trying to earn it. He's trying to earn a contract either here or somewhere else. I don't think it'll be here, but um, yeah, I think he's played okay up to this point. I really do. But Von's going to come back soon, and his snap count will probably go, get a little bit less, but I don't think he's played ball bad, and I don't know if I put him on a stock down here. I'll be honest with you. This one I got to disagree with as well. Stock up, linebacker Matt Milano. Love Matt Milano, man. Milano seems to make this list on a weekly basis, and it's because of his impact on Buffalo's defense. Against the Dolphins, Milano was once again all over the field, and he played a huge part in limiting Miami's run game and providing help in pass coverage when needed. Um, yeah, man, Milano is an absolute dog, man. Matter of fact, stock up on both linebackers, right? Bernard and Milano. I think Bernard also had a fumble recovery in this game. He almost had an interception again. I wish he would have got that. He was so close on getting that interception. But I think both linebackers are really, really feeding off each other. But Milano is just on another level, man. We got a steal when we extended him. He is definitely undervalued, right? Like the money he's making, he deserves more, and he may ask for it. Who knows? Because the way he's playing, I mean, he's right up there with some of the best linebackers in the league today. So love Milano. Now, what's not on this list, and I'm gonna give you a few more. Stock up to the coaching staff and primarily McDermott and Ken Dorsey. I know I gave Ken Dorsey a little bit of shit last week, though I've been one of his biggest supporters, and I don't think a lot of people understand that I've been supporting Ken Dorsey since he's become OC. Really, I've been supporting Ken Dorsey when he arrived here as quarterback coach. And I told everybody that he is one of the biggest reasons why Josh Allen, has become what he's become. Go ask Cam Newton. Cam Newton praises the hell out of Ken Dorsey, because how he helped out Cam Newton's career while in Carolina. So I felt like he did the same when he came here as quarterback coach. I was super excited when he took over as OC over Brian Dable. I didn't think his first year was perfect as OC. However, we were second in scoring, so it wasn't that bad. And I think that's why I was a little frustrated with Bills Mafia just on top of this guy. Fire him, get a new OC. Like there's these brilliant OC minds that are just floating around the NFL that we could have picked up. That's simply not the case. And Josh Allen wanted a guy he could trust, and that's why he wanted Ken Dorsey as OC. Now, to begin this season, I thought week one, I thought he was off his game. No doubt about it. I thought Ken Dorsey called a bad game in week one, and it showed. I thought Allen didn't help him either with forcing the turnovers and just bad play by Allen. But week two, week three, week four, you saw Ken Dorsey making adjustments. You saw him getting the run game going. You saw more creativity. And week four against the Dolphins, man, motions, Allen under center, getting Murray involved early, which I've been saying. Um, he did everything right. I got to be honest with you, and that's what I always believed in Ken Dorsey could do. Ken Dorsey's a smart guy, man. Nobody works harder than Ken Dorsey. Now on McDermott, man, I told you guys from the get go, I was a little bit concerned going into the season if McDermott can juggle right both that being head coach and play caller on defense, and it's a big responsibility, and he chose to take it, and I was concerned, no doubt about it. But he's proving that he can handle it, and I absolutely love what he's doing on defense this season. Um, and that's without Von Miller. And I repeat, that's without Von Miller. When Von Miller gets back, which who knows, it could be this weekend, it could be next weekend. You're going to see even more pressure. You're going to see more exotic looks. I expect McDermott to dial it up even more, which is frightening for other teams' offenses, right? So I'm super excited about that. And I just love the fact that McDermott, he's stuck to it, man. Like he said, he's going to do this. He wants to do this. He wants to do both things: coordinator, defense coordinator, and head coach. And he's proving a lot of people wrong, including myself. And I'll eat crow when I'm wrong. And I didn't necessarily say he couldn't do it, but I was worried. So hey, he's taking that worry and throwing it right, right away. So I'm proud of that dude, man. And I just hope he carries that into the playoffs, because that's the one thing I constantly said on this channel was the Buffalo Bills are a very good regular season team. They know how to win. They know how to win down the stretch, which is the most important thing. It's a long season, and the Buffalo Bills have proven that they can finish a season strong and win the AFC East. The problem is when they hit the playoffs is a wall they're hitting, and that's been the issue with McDermott. All right, he cannot figure out how to get past that wall, and let's hope this season he can. And who knows? Maybe him calling defense now. Maybe Ken Dorsey's second year as OC, the new offensive line, all that stuff could play a huge factor in getting over that wall and getting to a Super Bowl and winning a Super Bowl. Now, stock up, another thing that's not listed here, offensive line. I'm going to put the whole offensive line stock up. And really, if you want to put a star over it, I'm going to put Osiris Torrance, who absolutely manhandled, in my opinion, Christian Wilkins, who's one of the best in the game. And what more can I say? This offensive line is playing very, very good football. Penalties are low, which is great, because you all know from the past penalties killed us on offensive line. Constant holding, stupid penalties like that. That is not a thing, not a factor in this season so far. I don't think Osiris Torrance has picked up a penalty. I could be wrong, but I don't believe he's has one. He's been lights out, man, and he's only getting better as the season goes on. Spencer Brown, say what you want about him. I think he's playing very good football right now. Is he playing better than any of the other guys on the line? No, but I think for him, you can give him a pat on the back and say, "Damn, Spencer, we were wrong, about you as far as being the worst and you're so terrible." I think he's played very good football up to this point, and you got to give him his dues. Now, do I think he's going to be our future right tackle? I don't think so. Depending on how the rest of the season goes, I still think the Buffalo Bills might draft one. But right now, I think he's doing a good job, honestly. And even if we're helping out, who cares? Like, I also too, I love that he's always there for Josh Allen, right? If Josh Allen like gets hit a little bit late, that dude's right up in your face, man. I just love that about him as well. But kudos to the offensive line. Also the defensive line, kudos to them as well. Daquan Jones, another stock up that nobody talks about. That dude is a beast. That's another guy that I really hope that Brandon Beane can figure out how to extend. Give him a 2 or 3 year deal. He's worth it. Trust me when I tell you guys. He may not be a stat stuffer, but that dude does everything right on the field, and he opens up that those lanes for other Bills defenders to get in there and make some plays. He's just that guy. And you saw yesterday, he even got to Tua, man, just smashed Tua, man. I loved it. And he's a good guy, good locker room guy as well. Ed Oliver, another stock up they didn't have. Ed Oliver, my God, talk about living up to your contract. I was concerned. I'm not gonna lie when we gave him the extension. Though I thought Ed Oliver was a good player. I never said he wasn't. I just I just wasn't sure if he lived up to his top 10 pick up to that point. Um, but man, guys, he's once again. I'm eating a little crow there as well because he sure is having himself a season, and I love it. Um, our cornerbacks, another one stock up, Dane Jackson, who came in for Christian Benford when Benford went down with a shoulder injury. And man, he came in just hitting people, boy, playing physical, sticky defense. And we're going to need it now because Trey White's out. We're going to need those two to really step up their games. But I love what I saw yesterday from Trey. I mean, from Benford and Dane Jackson. And I love what I saw from Trey as well until he went down. Trey was having a very good season, guys. Man, that really was gut wrenching. It hurt so bad, you know, seeing him go down and just, God, man, because it was such a great game. We were emotions were high, and that just kind of like, man, like that's so rough, man. Because he's a good dude. He worked his way back to get back to being the old Trey, and for that to happen, man, I feel for the guy, and I really pray for him. I hope that he recovers fast and get back to playing football because he loves playing football. I think he just loves being around his teammates, loves the game, and I wish him well, man. I'll be praying for you, Trey. But other than that, guys, that was my stock up, stock down. What do you guys think? Did I miss anybody? Put it in the list below. Comment below. Bills Mafia, I love you, and as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.